38 car, that he just did not feel comfortable up there with all those cars right behind him.
A lot of new colors.
Of course, there's hardly any place where that car's right behind you.
It's Mark Martin in the 6 behind Sadler. Dave on Mark Martin.
You didn't just talk a lot about him, did you, Bill?
No, sir.
Okay, just trying to check. I know I repeated myself there on the 17. For Mark Martin, he was looking for a place to run. He said, I'm trying a couple of different lines, just trying to make something work. In these first few laps, Mark said, I'd like the high side.
Gets loud and crazy down there, doesn't it, Dave?
Yeah, it does, but I'm supposed to listen to you.
I would appreciate that. An update on Junior from Allen.
Yeah, Bill, Dale Earnhardt Jr. loves this race car, looking to get it up through traffic, was not concerned about starting way back in 19th position. Remember, he won this race from that spot a couple of years ago. Right now, Junior just kind of boxed in line. Do you really want to make it 3 wide this early in the race, Wally and Benny, just to try and push a couple of spots farther to the front?
I don't think at this time, but Jeff Gordon disagrees with me. 24 car, he goes underneath Nemechek. I guess if your car's handling really, really great, why not?
And this 8 car that Alan was just talking about, Tony Eury Jr. said this is a brand new car. It hasn't been raced before. When they brought it to the racetrack and practiced on Friday, that was the first time he'd seen any action.
And they kept throwing things at it, Benny.
Yes. Not only for that car, but to also see how they thought he would help the Daytona 500 car.
Schrader continues to lead in that 21 car. Then it's Tony Stewart. What are you working on, Alan?
Just noticing that Michael Waltrip was way back off the end of the field and went down to his pit to check on what's wrong. Remember, he had such optimism before the start that he was talking to us. Nothing wrong. He said he wasn't aggressive enough on the start and just lost the draft.
I got the impression from when he talked to you, Benny, that Michael planned to stay back there for the first 20 laps. Watch and see what happens, and if you have a big wreck, he's going to pick up a bunch of positions.
Oh, there we go. They're looking. Stewart looking, but nope. Jimmy Johnson, the 48 car on the high side. He's going to get some help from his teammate here, Jeff Gordon, in just a second.
Marty.
Hey, guys, here's how much respect drivers get sometimes, Wally, and you know about this. Kevin Harvick just radioed his team, said my entire inside of the car is filled with smoke. There was no response from the crew. I just asked the crew chief, I just said, are you guys going to talk to him and find out what's going on? He said, no, not until he tells me what's going on, or he smells a specific smell, but we're not going to ask until we have to.
Marty, I just heard him say something about the rear end gear.
Yeah, I heard that too while we were talking, BP, so it sounds like it might be a rear end gear problem for Harvick.
And that's a very distinctive smell. That's not, you don't confuse that with anything else.
Battle for the lead, and it's Johnson and Gordon working together and going to the front.
Teammates from Hendrick Motorsports in that high line.
Whoa, 99 down on the apron. Carl Edwards going into 3. That could be tricky.
Handling is critical here at Daytona. Johnson trying to lead a lap.
Got 3 Hendrick Motorsports cars lined up on the outside.
Boy, that 26 car, Jamie McMurray, looks pretty strong, BP.
Yes, he does. He looked good the other night in practice, Friday night practice.
Jimmy Johnson in the 48, Jeff Gordon in the 24, Brian Vickers in the 25. Marty on Gordon.
Hey, Bill, those Hendrick cars are muscling their way to the front. Jeff Gordon pushing Jimmy Johnson. And we told you earlier, Jimmy Johnson running a little bit of an experimental setup, trying something for the Daytona 500. His teammate, Jeff Gordon, doing the same thing. Look at these guys may have hit on something for the 500.
Well, they're hitting on each other, and that's helping.
And Matt and I, that conversation we had with Bob Osborne the other day, the crew chief on the 99 car, he showed us the front end on the 99 car, and it looked like a cow catcher right behind the bumper that you see with 2-inch bars, so they can go up and pound on those cars in front of it.
You do. In this type of racing, you hammer the guy in front of you. When you're going down the backstretch, you get a draft on the guy in front of you, and you just pound on his rear bumper. And
Trouble! Brian Newman is around. Several cars involved.
Hold on.
Oh, we're going to get the inside wall, aren't we? Yes, we did, I think.
It's Dale Jarrett in the 88. Casey Kane in the 9. Caution is out. Field is frozen. Brian Vickers, heavy damage to his car.
And Scott Riggs. He needs to run all these laps, try to get all the practice he could for Thursday.
See, he's right there underneath McMurray. He backed out a little bit. I think McMurray got a little bit sideways, though, after Vickers got into him, and chain reaction.
Also looked like Mark might have gotten into the back of the 25 when maybe the 25 lifted.
Well, the 26 of McMurray got sideways when Vickers got into him, and McMurray probably had to lift a little bit. We'll watch again here. You see he's getting him sideways.
Yeah, just that little bit of touch on the left rear quarter bumper on that 26 car.
Kyle Busch in the 5 is right behind the 25. There's Jarrett trying to make a move.
And you know, when you're following a guy and there's something happens 2 cars ahead, we talked about this the other night, it's very difficult to see through these cars right now. I mean, you're looking through the windshield. See, when you're driving, you can't see what's really going on in front of you, directly in front of the car. He did a good job right there getting through that.
Couple in front, all clear, clear all around.
Now on board with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Still inside. Oh, Rick.
Through the grass.
Wow.
Junior did even a better job. Although he did, looks like he got hit in the right rear, maybe.
I thought I heard something on the 8 car.
Or yeah, they're checking the left rear.
Alan?
Yeah, Junior came in, said he took a hard shot on the left side of the car. They shut the car down, let the crew get up under the car with jack stands and check the suspension over. He's just left. We'll get an update from crew chief Tony Eury Jr. in a second. Ryan Newman has just come onto pit road as well with some significant damage on the left side of his car.
Kevin Harvick pushed to the garage. They've stopped just behind pit road with Harvick's machine. It's Ryan Newman. He's been on pit road.
And he did make contact with that wall that protects his car from the lake on the backstretch.
Riggs is leaving pit road in the 10.
He didn't. I don't think Riggs beat the pace car out.
Caution laps do count in the shootout. All restarts will be double file, and there will be no passing on the restarts until you get to the start-finish line. Another look at why we're under the caution here at Daytona.
He had McMurray sideways twice.
I wonder if the 5 car might have gotten the back of the 25.
He did. Yeah,
I think you're right. And it was the 5. You're right. From the one angle, it looked like the 6, but it was clearly the 5 right behind him.
I'll tell you what, that 9 car took a divot as he started to stop, didn't he?
An update on the 17 of Matt Kenseth from Dave Burns.
Before this action, Bill, Matt reasoned that the car had cooled itself down to an adequate level, about 210 degrees. So they're filling it with water right now because the water pressure was at 0.
In the Budweiser Shootout. Back downstairs.
Thanks, Dave. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Casey Kane, Scott Riggs, Ryan Newman, Brian Vickers, and Dale Jarrett all got a piece of that on the backstretch. Under caution in the 28th running of the Budweiser Shootout at Daytona, where Ken Schrader is scored as the race leader.